Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Trigonometric functions, also called ratios. This is called a right angle triangle. This is 90 degrees. The side opposite to the 90 degrees is called the hypotenuse. Let's say there is an angle called theta, because we have to name an angle called theta. How else are we going to proceed? Hypotenuse. This is the base, and this is called the perpendicular. This is the right angle triangle, and these are the way these sides are called or named. And in this video on trigonometric ratios, I'm sorry I wrote trigonometric functions and I didn't want to delete that part. It's the trigonometric ratios, and trigonometric ratios are also called trigonometric functions. So now, what are ratios? Trigonometric, we know, ratios to me ratios is comparing. Ratio is a mathematical comparison. To me, ratios is that. A ratio is that, a mathematical comparison. And there are different ratios, like the base by the hypotenuse, or the perpendicular by the hypotenuse. All these ratios are named, have been given names. There are 6 trigonometric ratios or functions, and these all have different names. So we'll first go to the names and how these are, what the 6 different ways these can be put under comparison have been named. We'll go to that first. The first is sine theta, which is equal to perpendicular by the hypotenuse. Cos theta, base by hypotenuse. That's what hypo. Then there is tan theta, which is perpendicular by the base. These are the 3 major ones. The 3 major ones are sine theta, cos, and tan. This is not cos, this is the full form of this is cosecant. No, wait. I'm extremely sorry. It is cosine theta. And the tangent is, the tan is the tangent. Basically, tangent theta. The full form is this. And there's an E here. I think this sine theta, but we don't write the full form. These are the 3 used like the major ones. These are used like being the major ones. The tan theta we see is perpendicular upon base. So basically, the tan theta is, you see, this is perpendicular upon hypotenuse, base upon hypotenuse. Tan theta is perpendicular upon base. So tan theta is basically sine theta divided by cos theta. If we do that thing, we again get the perpendicular by base. Perpendicular by base. Okay, so these are the three major ones. And the other three are the inverse of sine theta. The inverse of sine theta is written as 1 by sine theta equals to cosec theta, that is the cosecant, which I mistakenly called that one earlier, cosec theta, which is equal to hypotenuse by the perpendicular. Perpendicular to the base, this is called the perpendicular. Perpendicular to the side carrying the angle. We first, on a right angle triangle, we first determine the theta. Only after we determine the theta, we write that there is a base on which the angle is. There is the opposite side. Sometimes this is not called the perpendicular side. This is also called the opposite. The way you want to call it, you can also call this hypotenuse upon opposite or opposite upon hypotenuse. It's up to you. The way it's called in your books, do it that way. We define the theta, we define the base, we define the perpendicular. Obviously the hypotenuse is going to be opposite to the right angle triangle. This is 90 degree, and the square here denotes the 90 degree angle. Then 1 by sine theta equals to cosec theta equals to hypotenuse upon perpendicular. The reverse of sine theta. 1 by cos theta equals to sec theta equals to hypotenuse by base. The reverse of cos theta, base by hypotenuse, hypotenuse by base. And the third one is cot theta, which is the reverse, or the inverse The third is the cot theta, which is the reverse of tan theta. So this will be base by perpendicular. Is my writing improving? I don't know. So these are the 6. This is cosecant. Let me write it. This is cosecant theta, secant theta, and this one is cotangent theta. So these are the 6 trigonometric ratios. We are basically at the base of trigonometry. We are learning about what trigonometric ratios are called, how are defined based on sides. In the next videos we'll put questions, we'll solve questions. This is the basic. I'll go through it once again. This is sine theta, perpendicular hypotenuse. Cos theta, base by hypotenuse. Tan theta, perpendicular upon base. You maybe have read this in a book also. No one comes to YouTube, no one comes to YouTube without knowing the name of what they're actually searching. So you have actually seen this in your books at least. What are these called? These are different ratios in which these sides can be compared, could have been compared, and there are 6 ways in which they can be compared, and they have been named as sine theta, cos theta, tan theta, that is the perpendicular upon base, and tan theta is like perpendicular upon base. It is, we divide sine and cos, we again get perpendicular upon base. So tan theta is a lot of times used simply as sine by cos. And then there are the inverses of sine theta, cos theta, and tan theta. Sine 1 by sine theta, cosec theta, which is the inverse of that. 1 by cos theta, 1 by tan theta. The cot theta, sec theta, that's it. these are the ways in which we have the ratios are called by these names. The 6 ratios which we could have got from this triangle are called by these names. Now in the next videos we'll get to the questions, because there's nothing left to do, and by that through the questions we'll get a good hold on the ratios and the sides, and so that we can start skipping steps. Once we go solve more questions, we get a grip and we start skipping steps. I'm not going to skip steps in the video, but you will start skipping steps on your own and you'll get fast. That's why practice is required. So wait for the next video.